Testing, testing. I have no idea if I'm live or not. Oh, wow. I guess I'm live. I have no idea. Hey, Kimberly, right? Thanks for joining. I appreciate all your comments. That's pretty cool. I've never live streamed before. I guess it works. Wow, cool. I have no idea what screen you guys are seeing, but let me see here. Let's go to this screen. Are you able to see my charts? I wonder how I can view my what it's going through YouTube. Oh, Kimberly, thanks for confirming that. Cool. Huh. I'm gonna check out my phone. Hang on a second. I'm gonna check out my phone and see if I can see this. Let's see here. I'll turn the volume down so you guys don't hear a bunch of stuff. Echoes and reverbs. Okay, so you see the heat map, you see the liquidation levels. Cool. All right. I wonder how I can I need a way to see what the YouTube people see. Okay. Thanks, Kimberly. You're so good with comments. I appreciate it. All right, Kimberly, let's do an AMA. Ask me anything. I think that's what it stands for. All right. Let's check out some, let's get some questions answered. You know, I have no idea how some of you like look at charts and stuff on your phones, because it's crazy, man. It's I've seen some charts that are drawn on phones and they're amazing. I can't do that. I feel so claustrophobic. Yeah, I'm in an area where my phone doesn't get very good reception, so let me see here. Let me go and I wonder how I look at myself. That's so weird. How do I go to my own account? No, that's not it. It's such a weird thing to go look at your own account, you know? I'll figure it out later. Whoever's on, if I happen to crash, the system, I run so many stuff on here, it has a tendency to crash. So if I crash, I'll come back up. Oh yeah, it makes sense. If you're like in bed, it's better to look at your phone than a huge laptop in front of you, huh? I wonder why I only see like one. Oh, okay. I guess there are ways to see all chats versus just top chats. Yeah, I don't want to, Kimberly, I don't want to play the YouTube video. I could do it in incognito mode, but it'll play all the sounds and stuff. So it'll loop through the whole system and make you guys feel nauseated with all that echoes and stuff. I wonder how. Is the picture pretty clear, Kim? What the heck? I'm just gonna do incognito mode on this monitor and see. See if I can find myself. Okay. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, look. I'll show you what it looks like on my screen. Look, it says live. That's so cool. Okay, this might be a good way to answer a bunch of questions that people have on Twitter, because ooh, Kimberly, you watch TV in your room? I don't even have a TV in my room. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. So that's what it looks like. There's a lag. I can see a lag. So there are 8 people watching. That's so cool. Hey, that's better than me sitting here by myself testing this thing out. Let me see who we got. Kimberly, we got Ben, we have Douglas. Douglas, by your last name, I assume you're Vietnamese. A happy New Year, buddy. Thomas Rodriguez. That's cool. It's weird how the chat windows on OBS is different than what's shown in the YouTube chats. We got Ryan T. Hello. Oops, sorry. Knocked the microphone there. Suzuki. Alan Liu. Yeah, I still am waiting for the lag. I'm still waiting for my it's an encoder card. What that does, my Sony cameras will hook right into it, and then through HDMI instead of this USB stuff, webcam thing. Yeah, this webcam Sony thing sucks. Okay. Oh yeah, happy Chinese. You know, a lot of people say it's Chinese New Year. It's actually Lunar New Year, because it's just not Chinese people who celebrate it. But yeah, Ben, hello to you. I have 2 monitors, and I need like a few more, because I have to shift this way and that way. It's kind of weird. I hope you guys are paying attention to the heat map here. I want to show you guys something really interesting on the heat map. Okay, here's the heat map. This is a consolidated heat map. That means it, they aggregate several different exchanges together. And let me move this out of the way here. Oh. And so look at Coinbase. Okay, I want you to notice this is Coinbase heat map. You see this red level here at 30, roughly just below 38,750, right around there. See that level? And down here you have this other level. This is right around. You see how this level broke as the price was dropping? It broke down, went down lower. Yeah, that's totally spoofing right there. And then this level is at around 38,360 roughly. But watch this. You go to Binance. How is it that we have the same wall on two different exchanges, right? 38,740. Let's go to Coinbase. 38, roughly right around the same area. 38,760. Well, 750 there. Look at that. And people say that this market is not manipulated. Here, 38,320. 38,320 is right down here, but this wall just right above it. That's just strange. I wish, what'd be much better? I don't think we have the bandwidth with the current technology right now, but, instead of me reading all your text messages or chats and stuff, I think it'd be so cool to somehow integrate live, people talking, I think on Twitter they have the, what is it called? I forget what it's called, but it's just audio only. I think that'd be kind of cool to do that too. Do a discussion or an AMA via just audio on Twitter. Because so you can hear people. That's right, Kimberly. Not organic at all. A lot of times when prices are manipulated, multiple exchanges are used just so they can hide their tracks better. But they move it's usually executed by bots. Chicken sandwich. We just started, man. I don't know. Started 7 minutes ago. Yeah. 7 minutes ago. Sorry, Chicken Little. You may not be a man. You might be some other variety of different genders. So my apologies. Didn't mean to offend anyone. Oh yeah, Kimberly. Spaces. Yeah, that would be fun. All right, I'm gonna take some questions that you guys have. Let me scroll back here and see what I got. No questions yet, I don't think. Sasuke, you shorted Luna at 86. Nice, good move. What? Luna's not a scam crypto. Luna's tokenomics is fantastic. The only worry I have for Luna is the potential regulation that may come at it. Because of the way Luna is got the stable coin, that has regulation risk. But other than that, it's a solid project. Fantastic leader too. Oh, chicken sandwich. I'm a dude, Mr. T. It's cool. It's I remember not long ago, gender was just very binary, but I really appreciate the fact that we're moving towards a more, diverse spectrum of different genders. And, but, sometimes I still trip up and I use binary terms and, oh well, I'm still learning. Kimberly says, would you ever consider sharing your portfolio in a pie graph from showing percentage of allocation. My portfolio are a little weird because some of you may know this already. I have 4 portfolios, and I use each one of them to test different ideas and different models. And so a couple of them, they don't change that much. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, like the basic stuff that I recommended to you guys, I think was like 8 of them. That's basically across all of them. But some of them have more allocations than others. But I don't really hold much else. I try to keep everything below 10 cryptos. Sometimes I dabble with like, I did dabble with Cardano, the KDA one. I did dabble with that. I did dabble with, what was that shitcoin called? Elon, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, it's called Elon. I dabbled in that to see if I could like make some predictions with that, but I got out of it really quick. So my portfolio is really, really strange. The 4 of them. So yeah, I can make a graph for you sometimes and show you. I'm about to go downstairs and make a chicken sandwich. Kimberly, I thought it was like midnight over there. Justin Feeble, do you expect the price to move up or down from here? I feel like we get a pump to Wednesday, bleeding Thursday, and start a sharp sell-off at the jobs report. I think the jobs report is going to come in less than what we expected because we had a pretty good 4th quarter last year. And so, and it's, I mean, surprisingly, last 2021 came in pretty decent. So best performance since Reagan era. So that's pretty cool, especially right now. I think the job report is going to come in lower than Q4, but I think the market is so fragile right now that any kind of negative news or any type of just like manipulation can tank it. That's why you see such a wide range. We go from we haven't been back to the low 30s in a bit, and we've been ranging kind of mid 30s to upper 30s, and so we're just gonna bounce right around there. I don't anticipate it going much anywhere else, and I do expect it to drop into the low 30s again, if not upper 20s. And I have my positions in those. I have heavy positions in low 30s and upper 20s, and some in the mid 20s for Bitcoin. I'm trying to read some of this stuff here. Do you feel BTC will pop before the dump? I don't. That is from Tom McLean. I don't know what you mean by a pop. Some people consider like a couple $1,000 move a pop. I think it could definitely like go down into the like mid or low 30s and then come back up again and then just keep bouncing over time. I don't think we're gonna break into the mid 40s anytime soon, at least not for at least a month or 2 or more. Kimberly said Shiba was the only dog coin I've ever dabbled in for fun, in and out. Yeah, I bought Shiba for fun too. I actually bought it and then I rode it all the way almost to the top, and I sold it, liquidated the whole position because I made some decent money, and then after that it just went like berserk all the way up. That was right after I sold all of it. Let's see here. Chicken sandwich. You must really like chicken sandwich. I'm vegan, by the way. But when I did eat chicken, they were very tasty. Chicken Sandwich asks, Mr. T, could you tell us more about your TV script and how to use it and what it does? Oh, yeah. I'm working on that TradingView script to integrate the data that I normally publish for you all with the max pain price from options. So instead of sending that out, you're going to be able to integrate that right into your TradingView, and you can see these future prices already in. TradingView has a really weird interface when it comes to prices that are in the future. It works really well with prices in the past and in the current time, but anything in the future, you have to kind of like wiggle it a little bit to make it work. So I'm working through that. So you should be able to add that script when it's ready into your TradingView, and you can see these predicted prices into the future. Good question. Justin Febo. That's what I was thinking to use my opportunity to wreck longs and reset the market. I understand a collective of indicators at best for a drill down perspective, but all the indicators is the KDJ your fave. KDJ, it is one of my favorite indicators because it just is so accurate. But you got to be careful because sometimes instead of, let me pull that up for you. Let me find one. Let me see if I can, where is that? If you guys don't mind, I'm going to minimize these so I can find what I'm looking for. All right, here we go. So let's go to a different time frame. Let's go to the daily. That's probably easier. So he's KDJ, but I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So here's KDJ. You can see when it goes up, price goes up, and then it drips down. The white line is the leading indicator. By the way, while I'm reading this, I won't be paying attention to the chat, so I may miss something. So hold on to your questions till I finish with this, okay? All right, here we go. Oops. So here's the white J line, and that's the leading indicator. The blue K and the red line, they're lagging. So what you want to look for on the KDJ is like, as it fans up, when all three are fanning up, that's a really good sign. Like right here, they all touch together and the J line is about to go up. Yep, that's a good indicator that price is going to move up. However, you got to be really careful. Sometimes it just bounces against the other two and goes down. I'll find a case where it does that. Right here. See this white? Let me magnify this up for you. No, that's not what I want. This one is what I want. Okay. Man, that's hard to read. Okay. So where was I? Man, that's too confusing. Sorry. I could get back out. It's too confusing. So right here, see the white J line going down and then goes back up and almost touch the other two. And you can see instead of going through it, it bounces right back down. And look at what happened to the price. See, it went here, and as it went up, you had two white candles up above, these two right here, and then it bounces back down. That's what you got to be careful about. And but like right here, it went slightly up, penetrate the other two, went straight up, and it goes down. But I use all these together. So this is like, it's my favorite, but it's close. I use them all together. These I use more frequently than not. Then I use volume indicators. And then if you go to the hourly, I'll show you the other stuff that I use. I use moving averages a lot. That's not what I want. Oh no, I think I just... So I'll zoom in so you can see it. So for you traders out there, if you're like, you know, trading by the hour or intraday trading, these are really useful right here. Let me see if we can. These volume, what they do is they do the sessions. Like they pick a session, like segment these time frame out, and this would be one session right here. And inside it, it tells you the volume for that segment. So up here is where the volume was highest. So you can see right here, that's why it's hanging right around there. If it breaks below here, you see that there's not a lot of trading that's been done here until it gets to about here. So I use some of these indicators too. But yeah, so I hope that covered a little bit about it. I'll go into some of these. I know there's been requests for me to go into details about some of these indicators, and I'll do that. The other thing that you can also do is you can, on TradingView, I'm not sure if you knew this, but you can merge indicators together. Like in my bottom zone here, I have 3 indicators merged together. I have the RSI, the CVD, and also the white momentum or the MOM indicator together. And that helps me see their relationships. Yeah, I'm going to pause for a second and I'm going to read the comments here. Oh yeah, Ben, yes, I agree with you. For BTC and ETH, yeah, you can trade between the two. And there is a really cool tool that I have not shown you you all yet. And what it does is it's a matrix of all various different cryptos on a matrix. You have a horizontal and you have a vertical, and they line up. And what they do is they crisscross, and you can see which pair are correlated and which ones are negatively or correlated. So you can trade against them, or you can help predict the one that has correlation. It's move with the one that you're pairing with. It's pretty fascinating. I'll dive into that probably soonish. Let's see. I'm catching up on comments. Just hold off, guys. I don't know how people do this. Let's see. Justin, you're welcome for answering the question. Let's see what else. Ben, same with the other coin. Watch BTC coin pair. Yeah, I agree with you. Doug, I love this. You should schedule this like once a week for your followers to ask questions. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a good idea too. It's just my schedule is super hectic, and I'm so pressed for time. Like if you remember, not too long ago, I literally answer every tweet, almost every tweet and comments out there, because I wanted people to feel, like they're being heard. But my schedule had just been so tight that I sent out a tweet where I just couldn't spend time answering questions anymore. I feel bad, but I gotta get stuff done, So yeah, I'll take a look at my schedule and see what I can do about scheduling these live chats and figuring out a time that accommodates people. I know we have a lot of people in the U.S., but we also have people from the other countries too. So yeah, I'll take a look at it and figure that out. But I think it'd be really helpful. Chicken sandwiches, I second that. Okay. Yeah, Ben, agreed. The low lows, high lows. Yeah, I agree with you, Ben. Can we, Helen Keller, can we just get a dump to 33, a proper dump to a proper pump to 44 to 46, and nuke to 22, please and thank you. I think you're just gonna have to wait a little bit, Helen, and you may get your wish. 22, I'm not so sure about. 24, I could see. I mean, 24 is challenging already, but 22, that's tough. I mean, I have position down to like 20, but I'm a little crazy like that. Let's see here. What are your color settings on KDJ? Okay, Alan, let me pop that up for you. KDJ, let me go. Here we go. So in case you guys didn't know, you can change your settings on these indicators. Just mouse over the indicator and you can have like an eye that makes it disappear or appear. And there's a little cog wheel you can click on and then it'll show you the settings. So here are my settings. So I have my my blue, my orange, my white, and then here are my backgrounds. I'm not sure if you can see it. I know there's a way to magnify on Windows. I just forgot. Some kind of tool. Let me get into the background so you can see it. I tend to turn the opacity way down for a lot of them. I just like the contrast to make it easier for you to see. So as far as the colors, my plot, that blue is one of these blues. I normally don't use this color scheme. I'll show you what I normally use. I normally use what's called the HD version. So let me let me see. I think that's on. Yeah, it's on, but for some reason it's not showing. I use the HD version of this right here. Actually, that's not what you were asking me. KDJ. Let's go back. I get distracted sometimes. A little bit ADHD, you know. So I hope the color scheme worked for you. Alan, did that work? Yeah. Yeah. My girlfriend was kind of hinting that I don't spend enough time with her, so I gotta schedule that time. She says I'm always like, I'm sure some of you maybe identify with this, but I think once you're into crypto, you can't help but talk about crypto, and some people around you don't want to hear you talk about crypto, and you know. Yeah, so you got to be careful about that. But it's hard, huh? It's really hard. ALDZ, can you do a new bullish explanation on what time usually is having the most price action in relation to the opening of markets from different sides of the world? I don't know how to pronounce your name there. Alzi? That's a very good question. I am not sure that would be a new bullish explanation because let me think about that. Because you can map, like crypto is 24/7. You can just take Bitcoin, for example, and you can map out the volume trading versus like work hours, for example. Based on different time zones. So that's an interesting idea. I think, yeah, let me think about that. Ben says maybe a wick down to 28.5 would be a massive bid at 29. Should be a massive bid. Yeah, for sure. For sure. There's a, let's take a look at the heat map. I'll show you on the heat map. Let me get rid of this. This heat map program crashes my computer. I'm running their beta version, and if I run it long enough, it crashes my system. Sorry, Bookmap. Okay, so let's go down. Hello. Yeah, so he's 29. Right now, you got to break through 30 first. But 29.5 would be right around here. But getting through this will be a bit of a challenge, but very doable. I've seen this wall size before and just crushed it. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have a background in art, Alan, so I like things a certain way. You may not be able to tell from my thumbnails, but I just want to get content out right now. I'll worry about how it looks later, but on my charts, I like my charts a certain way. Helen said, by the way, nooblish is such a great idea. Thanks for taking the time to explain in simple terms for new people. You're welcome, Helen. I think it's super important because the crypto market is easy pickings for whales and smart money. And if newbies come in and they don't know what they're doing, they're just literally just giving away their money. And a lot of people have a hard time, with earning money to begin with. And they're just looking for a better life for their families and themselves. And so big money whales, they don't need any more money. So I want to help educate the newbies so that they don't give away their money. I hope most of you by within 12 months, 2 years from now, will be in a better position than you are now. That's my wish. Ben says, crypto, yes, I feel you, though I rarely talk to anyone with my trades. Ben, that's tough, man, because when you're really into something and you want to share that passion, you want to share that love, you want to share your excitement with somebody, I hope you find some people that you can talk about with, because then you can just go on and on and on forever. So yeah, that's tough. That's a tough position to be in. Kimberly says, my husband is not into crypto like me, but he is very supportive and purchases BTC. I'm supportive of his passion, so we make it work. He bought me BTC for Christmas. Oh, that's Kimberly, he's a keeper. It sounds like you guys have a really good relationship. That's awesome. Fact, you're the GOAT. We all appreciate new and old crypto all the time and effort you put into your content. Oh, Helen, thank you. I gotta say this again and again. I really don't care about, I appreciate it, but I really don't care about all these labels that people put out there, like legend, GOAT. Oh, God, what else did they say? People bragging about their followers and all that stuff. I think if people are benefiting from the content, and especially during times like this where the market's down, we have 50s in some cases on the altcoins, we have 70% correction. It's a hard time for people. I think when there are content out there that people can understand and they can feel okay with what they have, and they know that it's going to be it's just a matter of time before the market moves up again. They feel better about it. I extended an offer out to people who needed to talk about things. I had 2 people take me up on it. Man, that was some tough conversations from the receiving side, because it was so, one of them was very, very deep. And it's I think we just gotta make it through the periods like this. And if you have people that you can share your experiences or just vent to or celebrate with, when we have Luna had 18-20% move today, and you celebrate and you zoom out and you're like, oh, whoa, that was a tiny little blip, but it's moments like that, that bring us together. So legendary, GOAT, whatever. I appreciate the thought, but I really don't care for it. MMA dog, haha, is there a 12-step groups for crypto addicts? I thought about this too. I thought about setting up like a Zoom call, like a weekly Zoom call, just have people just come on and just talk about it. So I think it's a problem. I think for some people it's an addiction, because if you do leverage, it's similar to gambling. The high is very similar, and so in a way, yeah, seriously, I think it's needed. It's much needed, and you'd be surprised how many people don't share their experiences or their losses with their partners or significant other. It makes it really challenging because they don't have anywhere to turn, and oftentimes they're just trapped inside their own emotions, and those can be very tough periods. Tomas Rodriguez, thanks, man. You deserve the best. No, you guys deserve the best. You guys deserve the best. But thank you. Yeah, I'm excited to get some of these stuff I've been working on out to you, especially like the Nublish website. That's gonna be phenomenal. Some of the trading view scripts will be really helpful for you. For example, the one with the max pain prices, that's gonna be really cool because you can anticipate where the direction of the price may go to. So that will help you not have to figure out where the tweets are and look up the prices and stuff. In addition to that, there's another one that I'm working on for the market, and that is basically highlight certain news item. And I'm not sure how trading. I'm just learning TradingView right now, so there's a lot to learn to write the scripts. But the idea is to basically put in, like, for example, when the Feds will meet, those high big item meetings or events that are coming up that may potentially impact the market. So you can see that graphed inside TradingView, so you can anticipate where prices may fall, or how historically these events may have impacted the price. So that's going to be pretty cool. And unfortunately, TradingView doesn't have an API access for like custom scripts like that. So they have to be entered manually, which is very time consuming. Well, Bitcoin dropped a bit. You guys want to see some spoofing walls? Not a lot happening right now, but you see them come in. You see this wall right here? See this wall right here? This buy wall here was there to prop price up. Price went down, it disappeared. And then it probably dropped down here. Dropped down here, hung around here. Price went down, it disappeared. I lost my other chat window. Uh-oh. So much to learn on all this stuff. Oh, there it is. Gosh, I just got a YouTube. Enjoy 30 days of off with YouTube TV. Dude, I don't even watch TV. Anyway, Alan Liu asks, anyway, can we can help with money or anything? I really want to support the project and you. Alan, a lot of people have offered, some people have offered money. Right now, I really don't need it right now. In the future, I might need some help with ordering some of these stuff. I'll give you guys some ideas of what I'm working on. So some of the charts, I can't get the data I need or like get them in a way that I need them. So I'm in the process of learning some new computer programming languages, so it can help me build some of these things. And that's gonna take some time because some of these languages I have no idea what the heck they're about. But anyways, if it can be learned, I'll learn it. So yeah, maybe later on to afford some additional stuff, but right now I'm okay. Kimberly asks, have you ever thought about activating tips on Twitter or super chats on YouTube? It's not like we're paying, but we appreciate all you do. Um, so on Twitter, so this is my first time um, doing something on live streaming on YouTube. So super chats, I've seen them. I really don't know how they work, but and on Twitter, I've people have asked me to activate the tip thing, and I looked into it. I guess I got to connect the Lightning Network wallet to Twitter and etc. etc. I haven't done it. I appreciate the thought. I'm actually interested to see how it works because I think it's pretty cool to be able to connect a social platform to crypto. I think that's pretty cool, and you know, so yeah, I'll check those things out. I appreciate the thought and the support. Wow, Austria, that's so cool. Um, I'm a computer science student. Maybe I can help. Alan Liu, I was too, buddy. I was a computer science student too, and then I found out I'd rather hang out with people and lead people. So I went into banking and leadership instead. I still love computer stuff. I grew up um, working on the Amiga computer and stuff. Um, so cool. The internet. Let's see. Kosis from Austria. That's quite a ways away. I would love to someday travel in those areas, those countries. Alan Luke, you can ask on Twitter if you need help. I will reply and offer you my help. Alan, thank you so much. You know, that's the thing about this community, and it's like the people are pretty amazing. You know, I've been warned about like what do you call those kind of people where they gosh, what are they called? Like the people that just like go to your tweets and like say all kind of crap and make it all negative and everything, and you know, there's a name for them. I just don't remember what it is, but I've been pretty fortunate. Maybe my audience size is still really small, so I haven't had to deal with a lot of them, but it's been fantastic. The comments, the questions, people, you guys you guys are amazing. Just really cool. And Alan, thanks again for the help. I might need some help once I go do more live stream, especially to help moderate, because I think once we get a lot of subscribers, there's going to be a lot of spam and such things. So we'll need help with moderating some of these chats and things like that. So that would be really cool. And I'm thinking about doing a live stream when I'm riding my Ducati, like going 100 or so miles an hour. That'd be kind of fun. Yes, MMA dog Troll. That's it. That's the name. It's Troll. All right. What other questions do you have? Let's see where Bitcoin is. Yep, there's that drop. We're at 38,280. And this is pretty organic. That's a pretty organic drop. When you see like big giant bubbles that cascade down, that's not organic. Like this one is like only 41 Bitcoins. This one's 36. So that looks pretty organic. Tom says, just shorted BTC at 38.5. Yeah, good move. Good move. It's gonna drop more. You see it. It's a bull trap. Yo, I love bikes too. Which Ducati do you have? Chicken sandwich. I have a Ducati V4. A Ducati Panigale V4. Yeah, people think crypto is risky. I think riding a Ducati superbike is a little bit more risky, especially if you plan it to live stream. I think that's a little bit more dangerous. Chicken sandwich. There's a guy in our Twitter community. He's got like, I don't know how many bikes he's got, like a lot. I remember him telling me about it. I just don't remember how many bikes, but he lives somewhere, I think in Europe, and he's got a ton of bikes. Dude's pretty cool. Oh, look at that. 38.2. You want to see the liquidation map and see how it dropped? Show you. Okay, let me maximize this so you can see. Oh, that's not maximizing it at all. Just moved it. Okay, so this was the old one. So we were up here now, right there, right? There's no liquidation level here yet. So let's run this again. All right, here we go. You see how the price is dropping to this next level right here? Let's see what this level is. That's roughly $68 million. And that's 50x long leverage. Just crazy. Oh my gosh. Like if I do leverage like 5 or like 5 is a lot. 2 is like, okay. But like 50 and 100x, that's just crazy. This one right here is 75.99 million. This orange thing here at 100x long. They're gonna get, this is just like free food. Like when you go to a buffet, by the way, those are so unhealthy. I used to go to them all the time, especially sushi buffets. Ugh. Anyways, yeah, these right here, they're gonna be they're toast. They're gonna be toast very soon. You see that move down right there? Told you it was a bull trap. It's gonna move down, clear these guys out. Oh, I feel so bad for them. What are they thinking? 50x, 100x? That's just nuts, man. Free money. Chicken Sandwich says, I hope I can learn more from you and buy a V4R. Chicken Sandwich, my advice for you is this. Ducatis, the super bikes, they're super hot. Like the exhaust pipe, they go under the seat, and when you sit on it, you feel like you're sitting on a heater. And in the winter, it's fine. You know, it'll warm your bum. But in the summer, goodness gracious, it is so freaking hot. I would leave your money in crypto. That's what my advice would be for you. Just leave your money in crypto, and like I ride my bicycle more than I ride my Ducati, for example. So, but it's fun. It's super fun. But is it worth it? I just think that money's better spent somewhere else. You know, like this is like, you know, sometimes I have thought about getting a bunch of my friends together and playing opposite some of these positions and just take their money. I just feel bad. I just can do it. Just couldn't do it. Yeah, just God, that's a lot of money though. You know, like 50x, 100x. It just you're just asking to get wrecked. Yeah, for sure. I mean, like 100x. Yeah, they need help. But the challenge is this. Like, I try to look at life situations from the lens of empathy, and you know, it's easy to judge people. Likewise, for others to judge us, but when we look at things in the lens from the lens of empathy, it's a little bit different. Um, you know, people have their reasons and they may have their own struggles and why they do the things they do, and so I strive to look through those lenses. Um, Brian said, at least those bets are making the moving targets a bit more obvious, eh? Yeah, for sure. You know, this once you understand how money moves in the market and where money can be made, that pretty much gives you a really good idea about where things are gonna move. And so when you see things like this, when you see like a giant green wall of this is called the cumulative liquidation levels, delta. The delta just means the difference. So in this case, it's green because the difference between the longs, with green, and the shorts being red, is there are more greens that could get liquidated. So and right now it's sitting at 2.2 still, $2.2 billion. All these levels down here are long liquidation levels. Price drop, people who bet they're gonna go up, they're gonna get liquidated, and so look at that. It's a matter of time. Look at that. Brian asks, sometimes I wonder how many are acting out of desperation. You know, I think some people are. I've met them, and some are in very challenging situations in life, and they're trying to recover at the same time. It's like a catch-22 because when you are emotionally struggling and you're trading, it's not set up for a good situation. More than likely, you're gonna get wrecked because when we're emotional, our reptilian brain takes over, you know, the primitive brain, and that pretty much controls our emotions and our behaviors in that period of time. Our logical brain, the cerebral cortex, it's not engaged, and so we can't reason. And if you can't reason and make trades that are beneficial for you, you more than likely, when we're in that state of mind, we're gonna react. It's that fight or flight, kind of like FOMO. If you think about FOMO, that's similar situations, or when people are panic selling, that primitive brain is engaged, the logical brain is not. If it was, they would do the opposite. When prices are dropping, that's when you buy, you know. Ben says, also CS, glad to see other with the same background. Ben, CS, computer science, I assume. What do you look for to know what coins, tokens to invest in? Kim, I look for coins that's gonna survive. So if you study the like the coins, the top coins from 2019, 2018, how many of those top coins are still around? Not many. Mm-mm. Like some of those coins just like they're still around, but they're like nowhere. And so I look for things that it's going to give me a return. That's why I stick with layer ones. A lot of my coins are layer ones. I don't have that many coins, but the ones I do have, they're layer ones. You can't go wrong with Bitcoin because it's the apex predator. But I think, like you, for example, like, you know, people look at the small caps, like, you know, things like metaverse and all that stuff. You know, when it's the in thing, yeah, it'll do really well. But then when it's the out thing, well, if you're gonna hang on to your bag, you're gonna be holding like losses. So you gotta be really careful. When something is trendy, get in, get out, and be happy that you got out alive. Tokenomics is really important. I bet on projects with tremendous leaders. I'll give you some examples. I bought Tesla when it was like $27, I think. I bought a bunch of it. I didn't buy it because of Tesla. I bought it because of Elon. I follow his record at various companies that he started and worked at, and I bought Tesla share because of him. I bought so Apple computer, for example. Steve Jobs. I wouldn't invest in Apple. I would invest in Steve Jobs. FTX. I think they just got evaluated at $33 billion. So Sam, I bet my money on him. If he puts his money in Solana, solid project. I bet on it. So I look for leaders, and I look for things that will last for not just 1 or 2 years, but last for quite a number of years. I'm a little bit risk adverse in that way. I don't know if you call people who are in crypto risk adverse, but I guess I guess a little bit. Let's see what else. Brandon, hello. Is this a massive bull flag? It could be. So what Brandon is saying is, let me get to a chart and I'll draw that out. So what a bull flag is basically this. So I think, where's my Twitter? Where's Twitter? Hello, Twitter. Where are you? Oh, well, I'll just start another tab. Oh, that's Google, not Twitter. That's Twitter. Some of you may know this, some of you don't. If you go to Twitter and you type in hashtag TTTDEF for definition, bull flag, you may not get anything. How about you just type in flag? Okay, here we go. So a bull or a bearish flag pattern is a price chart pattern with a brief trend, a flagpole. It doesn't show it on here, but this would be the flagpole right here. And then you have a consolidating pattern that becomes the flag. And you also want to use volume to judge it too. So volume going up, volume going down, volume going up, volume going sideways. So what does that mean? Bull flags right here. So if you go here, you just click on here, click on your magnet, draw from here to here, and let's make it larger so you can see it. Well, doesn't help that a white line is on a bunch of white candles. How about make it red? Let me zoom in. I hope you can see the red. Do I need to make it bigger? No, for this the biggest. Let me make it solid. There. Does that help? All right. So now you have the pole. The flag would look like this. You would draw get a couple of these candles in here. So maybe like right here. Press the shift key down, keep it horizontal. And you want to change that. We don't want an arrow in there. Okay. And we're going to just drag this back here to make it look tidier. And you copy this line, make sure it's highlighted. Click hold down the control key, click on that line, control key down, click on the line, drag. Then you're going to duplicate it. So essentially, that's what you're going to have. And you just connect these 2 points together. Something like that. And you don't need to. For example, I'll give you an example. So what we're going to end up doing is this. A bowl flag, so you have a flagpole that goes up, then you have the flag itself. In some situations, what it'll end up doing is this. It'll repeat the pole angle and the size to this to up here. So it'll look something like this. So it'll look something like that. Typically the flag is smaller, but we can do that. Here we go. We'll just shrink it. So that's what a bowl flag is. Here's the pole, here's the flag, and the pole projects up. Is that the case? Possibly, but not when you have so many longs to liquidate, you know? So in this pattern, what you want to see is that these candles here should be white, but it's currently red. You have 3 red candles in a row on the hourly chart. So could it be a bull flag? I bet not. I bet it's going to drop below this support line here on the flag and drops below. If it was a bull flag, these 2 candles here would continue to rise up and it would go up this way, but it did the opposite. That's why I don't think it's a bull flag. Brandon, that was a really good question, by the way. Awesome job seeing the flag itself. Brandon says, I only saw a pole. Is there... Well, I'm looking at my Twitter and I see the bowl and I see the pole and the flag. Is it maybe because it's red? Could that be it? Here's the flag. I can make it white if that will help. There. How's that? That might help you see it. There. And then I would turn this white too. Hope you can see it better. There's a slight lag. I'm looking at my YouTube feedback. Oops, I keep knocking this microphone. Oh man, there's such a lag on YouTube. I was like done 30 seconds ago and it's still drawing the flag and the pole. Oh, now you should be able to see it. I see it now. Oh, got you. Okay, cool. How long have we been live streaming for? Does this tell you somewhere? I can't see. Huh. $38.2. There's that drop. Now it's consolidating. When it consolidates like this and you don't see any walls, either sell walls or buy walls, it's consolidate a bit. Bet you anything, it'll drop again. But the wall is going to come right back in. You'll see him soon. MMA dog. Okay, I gotta go. I like the live stream. I learned even more that way. Thanks. You're welcome, MMA dog. And Brandon says, "Oh, and good night, MMA dog, or good morning wherever you are, or good afternoon." Brandon says, "I long Ethereum from 2,630. Do you think it will come back to this?" I think in the long term, it's gonna come back. I hedged my position against Ethereum by going towards Solana, which was not a good bet. But because Solana dropped so much, but in the long run, I think Solana will outrun Ethereum. And Ethereum 2.0, they said it was going to come out in 2022. I highly doubt it. I think a more realistic time frame would be 2023. Here's the thing about Ethereum. Ethereum had such, it got so popular. It got, like the network was get so much traffic and it get such high fees and all that stuff. What a wonderful opportunity for some of these other projects to take advantage of that time and accelerate their development, like Cardano or other projects. But with exception like Ethereum, Solana, but Cardano dropped the ball. If I was in charge of that project, I would just encourage the team to develop faster, take advantage of that time frame. Instead, they wrote more papers and had more peer reviews and so on and so forth. It's just missed opportunity. Let's see here. So do I think Ethereum's going to come back? Oh yeah, it'll come back. It's it's the 800-pound gorilla. You got the apex predator with Bitcoin, and then you got Ethereum. Yeah, it's not gonna go anywhere. It'll go up for sure. Long term, it'll go into the 8,000s and more. So just hold or buy more. Amy asked, daily chart liquidity gap 40K. Amy, I'm not sure I understand what you're asking. Sorry. And Kimberly said 12:15 EST or so. What? I got 10:37 here in the Pacific. We're like on the opposite side of the country here, Kim. First post was an hour. Oh, got you. Okay. I got you. Brian, thank you. So we've been doing this for an hour? MMA dog, they say the merge is in Q1, which ought to be good for a catalyst for Ethereum. But is it Feb, March, April? You know what, MMA dog? If you follow Ethereum for quite some time, I'm not sure how many times they have kept their goalposts intact. Same thing with like Cardano. I get it. I've been in projects and these things are tough. So I don't think Q1. I don't think Q2. I think more like 2023 is what I think. Douglas Bao, thank you so much, Thomas. You're welcome, Douglas. Appreciate you joining. Appreciate you guys all here testing this live stream out so I can see what works and what doesn't. So it's been really helpful. Kimberly says that's how long we've been streaming for, since 12:15 or 9:15. So, oh my gosh, it's been more than an hour. Wow. Okay. Do you guys have any? Do you have any more questions? Comments? What else? Brian asks, do you use any of the DeFi pools like Yearn, Tulip, Curve, etc.? If so, any you prefer, or which would fit someone new to it? Um, I currently don't have my money in those areas because I pulled everything out so I can buy the dips. So everything is just waiting to for the drop, the big drop. And so, but I would encourage, if you're gonna hold stable coins, yeah, like use one of them. I wouldn't go into ones with crazy returns though, because that's high risk. Um, Celsius is a good platform. I would highly recommend it. They have a great leader. So I would recommend Celsius. Um, just don't go into crazy promise earnings because they don't usually turn out well. And by the way, I make more money with my coins than I do in yield farming, because yield farming is, like on average you get about what, 5 to 10% if they're safe, and so I can easily make more than that. Kimberly, thanks for joining. I think you were like the first one here, so I appreciate it, and your continued feedback and comments, and let me know that the title got messed up in the YouTube video today, so that was helpful. Oh, Kimberly used Celsius and BlockFi. That's cool. Yeah, if you're gonna have stable coins sitting on the side waiting, why not have them earn money? Like some of you may know this, but I came from the traditional finance industry, banking, and so banks pay you 0.001%, and here you can earn easy 5 to 10%. So yeah, park your money there. So if you see banks coming out with all these FUD about like crypto winter and all that stuff, that's because they want your money in your bank account so they can use it. Right now, some people have moved their money into crypto, so banks are losing deposits. And how banks make money is they take $1, they slice it 7 ways, and they make money 7 different ways with your $1. Yeah, I think DeFi and crypto is gonna turn banks into like dinosaurs. Brandon asks, is Ethereum coming under 3,700 again today? Do you mean 2,700, Brandon? I think Ethereum is way below 3,700, but I could be wrong. I haven't like traded or moved my Ethereum in so long. I don't even pay attention to it. I'll do a video on it and do a technical analysis on it for when people want it. But I'm not sure. Let me check the price. Let's go here and check the price for you. That's not the ETH we want. Yeah, it's currently right now it's at 27.36. So it had the same upward movement as Bitcoin here. I remember when it was like 3,000. I can't believe it's down. It's just crazy how. Look at this. I think what would be fun to do is Ethereum versus BTC. Yeah, well, Ethereum has been performed. This is a 1 hour chart. Let's do 1 day chart. That's crazy. Look at that. That's a lot of choppiness. That's crazy. Yeah, it's always fun to pair something against Bitcoin. I generally do that on my own portfolio just so I can see how much Bitcoin I have or in Bitcoin value. But yeah, like you can totally trade this. It has a certain pattern. Certain times you want to exit, certain times you want to get a re-enter. Brian says, thanks so much. By the way, hearing your thought process helps me so much. Also, thanks, Kimberly. I'll start my research with Celsius. Thanks, everyone. This all helps. You're welcome, Brian, and thank you for being a part of this and helping me test this out. Looking forward to doing more of these in the future once I blocked out some time for it. ADA at 105. Gosh, I really never thought that ADA would come back to $1. Gosh, it was what was this 106 or something like that? 110? No, I mean 310. Yeah, this coin, I'm not I used to be such a big fan of ADA. This coin could easily 3x from here, go back to $3 and $6, but I struggle with their leadership. Just lots and lots of talks and lots of talks and research and talk and research. Arshdeep Singh, what's the entry price for opening short? Arshdeep, I'm not sure which crypto you're referring to. And Kimberly says, I have a goal of dumping down the dollar in my bank account to expenses only. The rest will go into interest earning crypto platform. That's a smart move, Kimberly. Yeah, leave the minimum amount you can in your bank account to cover your monthly expenses and any potential expenses that you may not have anticipated. Just enough to cover those, and then use the rest. Use the rest to earn money. Yeah, a lot of people. I mean, I think some of the biggest marketing campaign that's ever been done in society is this: diamond rings for engagement. That was the biggest, one of the best marketing campaign ever. The other marketing campaign is that you got to keep your money in the bank. I mean, just think about that for a second. Would you lend your money to a stranger to hold for you so they can make money off of it? You wouldn't, huh? But yet, almost everybody give their money to banks. And then you have to go through these loopholes to get your money out, or you have to pay fees. I mean, think about that for a second. Why would you pay someone money to use your, why would you pay someone money to use your money so they can make money? That just doesn't make sense. Think about that for a second. Banks have such a good business model. And when DeFi gets super popular, yeah, banks would become dinosaurs. Titanium, love what you're doing. Keep up the video, sir. Thank you, Titanium. Brian says, yay, faded my bank and only use it to pay rent. Crypto became my default savings account almost 2 years ago. Congratulations, Brian. That's a big move, man. That's really, really huge. When I have a lot of friends who are of money, and to the point where I tell them about crypto, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm wealthy enough. I don't need to invest in anything else." I'm like, "Okay, well, how about you invest and take that money and donate somewhere else?" But here's the thing: they're comfortable parking their money in banks. Just ridiculous. Don't do that. Yeah, if you think about how much money is in crypto, the market cap for crypto and DeFi and all that stuff, that money used to be in either stocks, bonds, or just sitting in bank accounts. And all that money has moved out. And so it'll be interesting to see how banks will react. A lot of them will probably, try to get some kind of um, crypto, what would they call it, products, so they can, custody your cryptos for you because it's safer. No. The safest place for your crypto to be is in your hardware wallet. That's the safest, not in banks. Titanium says, I just want to say this market is so easy if you overcome your emotions. Yes, Titanium, 100% agree. Much harder to do though. I am 3,000% up in my portfolio. Don't be greedy. Easy as that. 3,000% up and you're in a down market. That's phenomenal. You probably got in early and you didn't FOMO in the 60s. So good for you. I keep knocking to this mic. Wow, look at that. We grew to 11 people watching now. That's huge. Like we went from like 7 to 11. That's a huge jump. Titanium says, not even exchanges? What do you mean, Titanium? I wish I could move some of these chats into the window, so so you guys can see which one I'm talking about. I think I need to figure out how to do that. Titanium, haha, I'm in for about 2 years. Well, you're 3,000% up within 2 years. That's congratulations. That's phenomenal. Nice moves. Alan Luce said, I started a sub account with 50 at the start of the downtrend, and now I'm 300%. I mean 300 plus. That's fantastic. That's 6x. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I know down markets are tough for people, but just remember, you can make money in the down market. You can swing trade, depending on your tax situation, of course, but you can swing trade. You can just find the range, like find a good coin like Luna or like Solana was down so much. Just get in and then find their range, just trade within the range. Some people do that all day long on a minute chart. Crazy. And they use heat maps, scalpers. Yeah, Titanium, I believe it is lagging a lot. Like up to like, I don't know, let's see. I'm gonna move my hand right now and see how long. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 7,000, 8, 1,000, 9, 1,000, 10, 1,000. Yeah, it's about 10 seconds lag. I think it could also be due to my heat map pulling a lot of data down. I should close some of it down. It uses so much data. We close some of it down so that it doesn't. throttle my internet connection here. Hopefully that will help. Yeah, it's this big leg. Alan, that's a good idea. Not touching your main account and using your sub account to trade only. Yeah, as long as you can separate those two, I think you do well. There may be times when you might rationalize and say, well, I'll just borrow it for temporarily and I'll put it back. Yeah, don't, when you find yourself in those situations, if you do, don't give in to that. Douglas Bao from Taiwan. My best friend growing up in high school was from Taiwan. We did so many things together. But he was in the US though. And Brian, you're in Portland, Oregon, huh? I used to visit Portland all the time. I'm in the West Coast, by the way. You get more views once your followers know. Also, scheduling is hard. Brian, I'm not so worried about followers. If I make a difference in one person's life, I'm good. I don't need hundreds and millions of thousands or whatever followers. Just one person is good enough. If 10, great. 20, better. So Felixson asks, so we expect a drop in Bitcoin. I'm not sure I expect a drop in Bitcoin. I think it's a bull trap. I do expect it to drop. When it's going to be an interesting one. When you see consolidation like this, consolidation pattern, sooner or later it'll break up, it'll break hard up or down. That's just how it is. Russia, Siberia? Wow, that's a long ways. Yeah, good to Russia, man. I don't know why they have to stir things up with Ukraine. I'm not sure if some of you remember Crimea, but when they had those military green men in Crimea, Vladimir Putin was like, "Oh yeah, those are not our people." And then it turned out it was, and a month later he said, "Yeah, that was us." Right now he's like, "Oh no, I'm not attacking Ukraine." And then we just happen to have 100,000 or so soldiers camping at the border, just chilling and having fun. I just can't believe that in this day and age we still have war. It's just sad. I think I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I might butcher your name here, so I'm sorry. I am him. The heat map. This heat map is I paid for this, but there's a free level access that you can get from bookmap.com, and but you're limited to what you can do with it. So I have the version that gives me more data and history. It uses a lot of data. Wow, 13 now. What the heck? We just keep growing. I just stay here all night and just sleep right underneath this giant light. I have this giant light that looks like a sunflower. Fulcrum, good morning. Can't believe my computer hasn't crashed yet. Fulcrum says, really hope you will do more of this, Thomas. I will do my best. I will do my best. I've been meaning to test this out, and I remember tweeting asking who would help me with live streaming, and we had several people volunteer, so thank you to all those people. Yeah, I think it'll be really helpful. You just have a get together. Kimberly asks, what percentage of your PA prediction on target BTC and alt? Kimberly, what's PA? I'm so bad with acronyms. What percentage of your PA predictions on target? Are you asking what percentage of my, what's the probability of my predictions being right versus wrong? If that's the case, it varies. It depends. But on average, I think I do pretty well. Sometimes I'm over 50% for sure. Usually I range between 75%, right around there, 75%. Pretty accurate. But I don't do just like if this or that. I do multi-path predictions. So I do like probability of what's the probability of it taking this path and what's the probability of taking that path. I just don't go in with it being like, hot or cold or yes or no. Let's see. Fulcrum says, more will join, dude. Oh, I'm not worried about more. Less is good for me. Your TA is really good. I appreciate it. Thank you. Price action or price? I don't. Price action is really hard to predict, and I prefer to do ranges, Kim, because nailing it on at the price is really hard, and because there's so many variabilities, and so I would tend to do ranges. Ranges are much better. Yeah, if it's right versus wrong, I'm about 75%. I run a pretty good rate, even when I go against some quote unquote influencers and challenge them to push-ups and stuff. No one has taken me on the challenge yet. Even though I gave them, some of them, like 1 to 1,000 chances. Like, they only have to do one push-up. I would do 1,000 and they still didn't do it. So I don't know what's going on. Yeah, Kim. When you invest, always try or strive to look at probabilities. Everything in investing or making money is a probability. And so if you weigh things by probability and you want to mitigate, use your risk and reward, and that will help you a lot. And you should always track your trades. Like when you make a trade, track to see if you were right or wrong, like win versus losses. That will help you understand if your current trading model is effective. If it's not, then you can say, okay, well, that's not effective. Like, let's say you're like, win versus losses, you're like 40% win. Well, that's not a good ratio versus losses, right? So, but if you can move that up to like, let's say 60, 70%, then it changes things. And so in addition to that, it's just not the win and losses ratio, but it's really about like, for example, let's say you bet 10 times, you traded 10 times in 10 trades. Let's say you lost 8 times, but those were small amounts. But the 2 times that you won big. So in actuality, you actually have more money than when you won the 2 times you won versus the 8 times you lost. So when you combine those together and do an expectancy ratio calculation, that helps combine all that together. So I did several tweets about expectancy ratio. Maybe I should just do a video about it. That might help people understand it better. Alan Liu says, India is going to tax 30% of all virtual assets, crypto gains, no minimum threshold. Gifting virtual assets will be taxed too. This is bad. Yeah, that's bad. Yep. That's bad. Yeah, 75% is pretty good. I think anything north of, if you can get your win ratios, especially depending on how much you win, if you can get your win ratios like 60, 55 and above, you're still better off than 50-50. But Douglas asks, is 20% crypto and 80% stablecoin and cash too conservative while waiting for the big dump? That's an excellent question, Douglas. I'll tell you how I do things. I'm not sure what is right or what's wrong, but I'll tell you how I do things. So I have in one of my portfolio, for example, out of the four, one of them I do like 50% Bitcoin, and then I layer down into like what is it, 15%, and then it gets smaller. But I go big on Bitcoin, then I go into big blue chips or big caps, the major ones, especially L1s, and then I go smaller and smaller. Like if I was to use like small caps, it'd be like 1 or 2%. Now here's where things change. You know, a lot of people talk about DCA or dollar cost average. Well, you can do the dollar cost average with a set amount, but I think that's not a good idea. For example, if the market is going bullish, right? If it's going bullish and you know it's going to hit an all-time high anytime now, what I tend to do is take more profit as it goes to the top. If you study whale patterns, that's exactly what they do. They do it way in advance of the all-time high. So you take profit ahead of time and you layer out your profit, okay? And you grow your stack on the stable coins. Because so if you're normally I hold 25% on the side for my side money to buy the dips, but as it goes up higher, my stable coin side money grows bigger. It goes from 25% to like 50%, and then there's bound to be a correction. And so on the correction, I use that money and I just buy some more. So I keep at least 25% and I grow it bigger to 50%. But for you, if you're doing 20% in crypto and 80% stablecoin and cash, that's a bit conservative. Like, you know, I'm not sure what you're doing your 80%. Hopefully you're betting to buy lower dips. If that's the case, then that's good. But that's a lot. That's a lot sitting on the side. I am him. I missed your initial live stream. Did you discuss about your prediction on bull trap coming up? Do you still believe in it? Yes, I still believe that the bull trap is in play. Yeah, because the structure is there for a bull trap. I don't see it moving up beyond 39. You see this wall growing right here, 39. That just appeared not too long ago. 39 right there. See this wall right here at 38.5, preventing price from going up. It had a little move up here, and then now it's preventing it from moving up. And if you look at the this right here, I'll refresh it. This is the liquidation levels map from High Block Capital. Yeah, look at the longs that are waiting to get liquidated. It's just huge. The potential to make money from longs is big. So I don't see why it would move up. Additionally, if you look at the let's go to Let's go to Binance. Let's go to which one would have the. It doesn't matter. Let's go to. Let's go to Coinbase. Who cares? This is 1 day. Excuse me. Okay. So if you look at the volumes, let's go to 1 day. So if you look at the volume right here, you see it spiked all the way up here. I'm not sure if you can see that. See, that might be too much. See, when we have a big correction like this, you see these giant volume that goes all the way up here. Like this one's tiny. These are tiny volumes from this range to here. Just not a lot of volume at all. This is a lot of volume right here. See that? And when you have small volume and the price is rising in this short term right here, yeah, it's a trap. That's Alan, tax on losses. That's crazy. I mean, I don't know like how they figure that out. I mean, at least here, you know, in America, you can take your losses as capital losses to offset your capital gains, but to tax on people's losses, I think India should go back to banning crypto because if that's the direction they're going, that's just like crazy, man. Like, you know, people have a hard time earning money, so like, yeah, I don't mind. Like for me personally, I don't mind paying taxes at all if it makes sense. Like for example, if they put into programs that support our communities, like school, fixing roads and stuff. But you know, when I see so much waste by the government, just seeing them tax people at such high rates is just crazy. And here's the thing: a lot of people think, you know, that the rich get taxed. No, guess who paid the most in taxes? It's the poor people, the poor to the middle class. Rich people, they have so many loopholes. They have so many like ways to remove taxes. It's the poor people that get hurt the most. Look at this big wall here. Suppressing price from going up. The wall at 38.5, 38.6. See all these little spoof walls right here? These spoof sell walls trying to pressure the price down. Very little from down here. Yeah, at this current time, there's more pressure coming from the top than from the bottom. I think I should wrap this up, you guys. I think it's been 2 hours. Oh, that doesn't make sense. I mean, that just doesn't make sense for India. Why? I mean, if you think they can tax you on the gains, but you can't claim your losses, that's just, I don't know what kind of economic thing they're running over there. Just it makes absolutely no sense why they would do that. And some of these policies, government policies, no wonder why people like, you know, run away from paying their taxes. Just ridiculous tax rules like that. All right, everyone. I appreciate you all being here, helping me test out the live stream. I need to look at, I think once my hardware card, encoder card comes, it'll help with the encoding of the video and the lag, so that would be helpful. I appreciate you all being here, testing all this out. I'll see you next time and in the next video tomorrow. Thanks. Take care. Oh yeah, hit the like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Thanks. Take care. I don't know how to shut this down now. Oh, there's a stop streaming button. Yay. Have a good night, good morning.